So today, Bernie Sanders announced he will be running for president of the United States in the 2020 election. And if people recall, he ran for president in 2016. Well, he ran for president several times, but most notably in 2016. And he lost the Democratic primary to Hillary Clinton, who ended up losing to Donald Trump, who is now currently the president of the United States. So what do you think about that?
I had a lot of mixed feelings when I saw that Bernie was running this morning. And of course, I love Bernie. I was a huge Bernie fan back in 2016. Obviously, still am. You know, he continued his work. And that's what I really respect about him, is that he doesn't need the title to continue to do the things that he believes need to go into our country, which is what makes him a great leader. However, I am just worried about age. I'm a medical professional. I'm a CNA and a telemetry tech. And so I see a lot of, how biologically the bodies work under high amounts of stress, especially. But if he is medically clear, I absolutely am for it. If anything, that is my only concern, is his health and his ability to run a country. If something were to happen, we haven't had many presidents die in office, and 77 isn't old, but that's kind of the 100,000-mile mark for a body, if you will. And he has a lot of opposition if he's running Democratic. A lot of other people who I like as well.
Yeah, the thing about running as a Democrat is because after the whole primary debacle in 2016, they did try and redo some rules here and there. They didn't completely get rid of superdelegates or anything like that. They did say that they would allow an extra superdelegate vote if there's like a second round, like if they couldn't really pick a winner between all the people who are running in the primary during the first round. I don't know, the rules are really, really difficult, but at this time there are a number of Democratic people. There are a number of politicians running in the Democratic
I'm
primary.
also very fighting on that.
Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, Bernie Sanders.
Corey's running?
Yes.
Seems to me. Yeah, that's surprising. Tulsi.
What's that guy? Dentist.
Oh, yeah.
Beto O'Rourke.
Yeah, he's not going to make it.
Yeah. And it's going
to be an interesting election.
The election is at the end of 2020, and we're at the beginning of 2019. And a lot of people say that, the people who are running for president in the United States usually have like a really, really long period to run. And compared to other countries, people who are like running for office, like let's say in France, I don't know 100% about France, but let's just say a politician running for office would usually just make it a couple months, not like 2 years, basically. And I think there is a little bit of truth to that, but at the same time, people have to remember how big the United States is. And these people need to go to all 50 states to kind of show themselves off to, the people of the United States.
I'd never even thought of it that way, because Europe is so small. Yeah, that's nuts. And then that goes along with, health issues as well. But I actually did not know that about how long that the campaigns run for. I've just been used to ours. Loud and proud. American, right?
Mm-hmm. So he announced he was running today. I woke up, I saw it on Twitter, and already there was like a ton of likes, retweets. I believe they said he already raised over $1 million throughout all 50 states. And so, compared to the other Democratic people, do you think he's just gonna like wipe them all out or something?
I'm not sure. I can't, speak for everybody, but if it's any way that I'm feeling too, it's difficult, because Bernie really did pave the way for a lot of other sort of progressive, independently thinking people to actually run. So even though you have people like, Tulsi Gabbard, who she's Democratic, I am very much for her ideas and policies when it comes to like the medical side and for mental health and everything. So that's very appealing to me. And, Bernie hasn't really touched a lot on that. He does have, Medicare for all, but I think he has a lot of opposition this time, whereas last time it was like Clinton, Bernie. it was a really easy decision. I'm definitely going to have to do a lot more research and pay closer attention this time, as opposed to just, it was between him or Clinton. It was really easy pick for me. But this year's going to be a little tougher.
And a lot of times when these politicians run in the primary and then they end up, leaving, sometimes they end up going as VP to a person who's still running. So some people are hoping more for like Tulsi Gabbard and Bernie Sanders as his VP or something like
That'd
that.
be so sick.
But also some people are thinking maybe Kamala Harris is going to get like Hillary Clinton as her VP. So
I was so worried about that. I am still. I just don't want to put that juju out in the public. I'm just like, I'm just going to keep it to myself. It's not going to happen. But Kamala Harris, that's an entirely separate subject, but I will not be voting for Kamala Harris, that's for sure.